Yes, very well. I enjoyed. I enjoyed it a lot.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Did you enjoy it?
Hi, how are you? Yes. جای شما خیلی چی
You were missed.
You were missed, yes.
You were missed. No, were, not are. Yes. Thank you very much. Okay. I don't know how to say دوستان به جای ما in English. But okay, just I'm happy that you enjoyed your time. Okay, so are you ready for today's class?
Yes.
Okay. Before you start the review, I asked this question on that website, wordreference.com, about a few days off. Remember? Can you see the screen, by the way? Okay. That was not a fat diet, nor even a few days off scarfing sausage and bacon. And they confirmed what I said. It was correct. It meant what I said, that they didn't take those days off to stop scarfing sausage and bacon. It meant that even though they didn't sell pork during the holiday, they did continue scarfing sausage and bacon. So that was it. Okay, so let's start with the review now.
But when I looked the scarf in the dictionary.
When I looked up scarf, yes, very good.
The scarf in the dictionary. The scarf as a verb, it means to eat something very quickly.
To do something what?
Scarf as a verb means to eat something very quickly.
Okay, I didn't know that meaning, but I just know that scarfing sausage and bacon is an expression. Scarfing sausage and bacon is in the article, not just scarfing.
A scarf down and a scarf up. It was in a dictionary.
Then it's something else. Then it's something else, Shirin. If it's scarf down and scarf up, then it's completely different. If it was just scarf, well, you could say it means eating quickly. But scarf means that. Scarf به عنوان فعل کلا به فعل دقت کنید. مثلا یه turn به تنهایی باشه یه معنی میده. اگه turn away باشه خب یه معنی دیگه میده. نمیتونید بگید اون معنی که turn away داره turn هم داره. نه. و یه پارتیکل بهش اضافه میشه معنی تغییر میکنه. بعدش هم این اصطلاح سکارف کردن ساسج و بیکنه که گفتم یعنی که سکارف که میکنید یعنی چیکار میکنید؟ مثلا گردنتون رو با سکارف میپوشونید. درسته؟ دوره گردنتون. سکارف کردن ساسج بیکن هم همینه. یه ساسج وسط بیکن رو دورش میپیچن. یه جور اردوور هم هست. به اصطلاح بهش میگن پیگز این بلانکت. انگار خوکا رو گذاشتم وسط پتو به اصطلاح. Okay, so that is scarfing. Yeah, sausage and bacon.
Yes. I'll start review.
The review, yes, very good.
Okay. The first one is about appreciate, and when I want to appreciate something, I can just appreciate something, and I have to use that or the sentence as a noun. For example, I appreciate the early uploaded, or I appreciate
not the early uploaded. No, the early upload.
Yes, the early upload, and or also I appreciate that the video was uploaded soon.
Okay, very good, excellent.
And another point in if clauses, we can't use modal. Like can, could, or something like that. Hello?
Did I say you cannot use can, could?
Yes, in if clause we can't use modal.
Okay. Did I say can or could? If I said it was wrong, you can use can or could. If you could do this.
No, you told us modal, just modal.
Okay, that was not a good explanation then. What was the problem? What was the problem when I said that? Do you remember the sentence that you used? Did you use will? Did you use will?
Yes.
Okay, that was the problem. Yeah. Okay, when I said you cannot use modals, that is wrong. You can use modals. You cannot use will in the if clause. You can use it in the result clause, but not if clause. Just will for the future. For example, if you will do this, I will come. That is wrong. It is common, but it is wrong. Okay, I forgot that I said that, but it's wrong to use will in the if clause, not just all the modals. Okay, I correct myself now. So you can use modals.
I don't get it. Can you explain it more?
Okay. الان چطوره؟
خوبه.
Okay, how about now? How about now?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. See, I correct myself. You said that I said you cannot use modals. No, you can use modals. You can't use will, just will in the if clause. You cannot say, for example, if you will do this, I will come. For example, if you will do this, I will come to the party. That is wrong. But you can use other modals, can, could. Okay, so please correct that part.
Okay.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Okay. So what's wrong? You were correcting? Okay.
Okay. Can I continue?
Of course, sure, yeah. I was waiting for you, yes.
The next one is big mistake. Big mistake, it means in this context, it's a big mistake about pigs, and we don't have big mistake in English.
Yes.
But it's the creation, it is a creation of or creativity of the author.
Yes.
The next one is ham-fisted. The ham-fisted is ham. It's a noun, and it means the author.
Ham-fisted is an adjective.
Yes, ham.
Just ham.
Yes, is a noun. And ham means the upper part of a pig's leg.
Yes.
But ham-fisted, it's an adjective.
No.
And
ham-fisted is, not it's.
Ham-fisted is an adjective, and ham-fisted means not at all skillful.
Very good.
And it's the synonym of ham-fisted is clumsy.
Yes.
And in I-N-E-P-T, in pit.
Inept. You mean inept, not in pet.
Inept.
Okay. I-N-E-P-T. Yes. Inept.
Inept?
Means not skillful. Means not skillful. Very an amateur, an amateur person, or an amateur action. Okay.
Yes. The next one is decree. It's a noun, and decree means an official order or decision, especially like a rule, and it comes from government.
Very good.
And the next one is trample.
Trample.
Trample is a verb and means to step heavily on something so that you crush it with your feet.
Yes.
And we can use trample with, on, over, and through. And also trample, the structure to trample somebody or something underfoot, or to trample somebody to death.
Very good.
And the next one is retailer. It's the opposite of retailer is opposite of wholesaler.
Yes.
Retailer means a person or business that sells goods to customers in a shop.
Yes.
The next structure is to go on a holiday, and we can use for holiday, go on a holiday.
Yes.
And the next one is fad, a fad diet, and fad is a noun, and fad means something that people like or do for a short period of time, and that is fashionable for a short time.
Yes.
When an adjective, it was nice for me, faddish. It's an adjective.
What does it mean?
And faddish, I mean, adjective of fat.
Yes. I didn't know that faddish is an adjective. It means the same thing as an adjective?
Yes. When I looked the faddish word up in the dictionary, I've seen this word.
I saw this
faddish.
Word, yes. Faddish.
I saw this. Faddishness. Faddishness, it's a noun.
Faddishness is a noun. Yes. Yes, very good. Thank you.
The next one is day off. Day off is a noun and means a day when you don't go to work or school because you have a holiday or because you are sick also. And we can use take or have with day off. Take a day off or have a day off.
Very good.
And the next one is a scarf. A scarf as a noun means a piece of cloth that you wear around your neck or head.
Yes.
Or shoulder.
Yes.
And the verb form, scarf, down and up. American English informal means to eat something very quickly.
Yes.
And I wrote an example. She scarfed down a bagel on her way to work.
Yes. What is the Farsi equivalent for scarf down?
خیلی سریع خورد وقتی داشت تو راه سر کارش
میرفت. The Farsi equivalent, I mean, by the Farsi equivalent, I mean an expression in Farsi, an informal expression in Farsi.
بلعید.
بلعیدن is not informal, right? بلعیدن is not informal, something more informal.
ترتیبشو داد.
No, not کوفت کرد. No. It's not negative. It's just informal. I don't remember actually. I know that there's something. I don't remember it. But there's something that you say and it's funny when someone eats fast. Okay, forget it. If you remember, we can say it. But go on, please. What's next?
The next one is simply. In this context, they simply refuse to sell the stuff. In that context, means just.
Yes.
And one grammar point, they refuse to sell. And it means they, and you taught us that, for example, they stopped to sell the stuff. They stopped selling the stuff.
Okay.
Stop to sell the stuff. It means they stopped in order to sell their stuff.
Very good.
But they stopped selling the stuff means they don't selling it. As فروشش دست کشید.
Yeah, but the sentence you said, they don't selling it, it's not correct.
They don't want to sell the stuff.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. Okay, go on.
And the next one is the refuse. Refuse and refuse.
Very good. Very good.
Refuse. The first one is a verb, and the first is on the second syllable, and means you don't want to do something.
Yes.
But refuse, the stress is on the first syllable, and also we change the way of pronoun e to a.
We change what? We change what
the pronunciation. The pronunciation of re to re.
Yes. Very good. Refuse. Yes, very good.
And the synonym of refuse is are. The synonyms of refuse are rubbish, trash, garbage.
Very good.
And
excellent.
Something. Yeah. The next one is price cap.
Yes.
Price cap. Cap means an upper limit that, for example, government put on the amount of money.
Yes.
The amount of money.
Yes.
And we can use it with price cap.
Yes.
The next one is a staple. Staple is a noun.
Yes.
And means a food that is needed, used all the time in a country.
Yes.
And for example, pork is a staple in the Philippines, and rice is a staple in Iran.
Yes.
Next one is spur.
Spur. Yes. Spur. Yes.
It means to encourage someone.
You mean encourage? Encourage, not courage, yes. Encourage someone to do something, yes.
Yeah. And supper somebody on to do something?
No, not supper. It's spur.
Yes. Spur.
Okay.
Somebody.
Do you know it's a syndrome, Shirin? It's a syndrome. When instead of spur you say supper, it's called what? Do you know the name of this syndrome? No, I made it up. That's why you don't know. بهش میگم سندروم مجید دلبندم. Okay? You mistake something for something else. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing, not a bad thing. Because it happens when you start learning new vocabulary. When it happens, it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with your mind or your memory. It means that you're learning new vocabulary which are similar to the previous ones that you knew before, and your mind is struggling to know where to put this one. So it's a good thing. Welcome it and don't worry. It'll pass.
Yeah. Thank you. The next one is a fluctuation.
Is fluctuation, not flack.
Fluctuation is a noun and means a change in the price, amount, level. And the next one is a hearing.
Yes.
Hearing, a meeting of a court or special committee to find out the fact about something or some cases.
Yes.
And the next one is harried. Harried is an adjective, means worried and angry, especially people force you or keep people want you to do something for them.
Yes.
And the next one is institute. Institute.
Yes.
It means established.
Yes.
Means established.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, means established. The next one, swiftly, is an adverb, and swift is an adjective, and means quickly or done something immediately.
Yes.
And the next one is emerged.
Yes.
Emerge is a verb and means to appear from somewhere.
Yes, very good. Appear. It's not appear. Usually, not always, usually, the words that start with an A in English are pronounced like this. It's a schwa sound, okay? It's not a, it's not a, but it's better to say a instead of a. If you cannot pronounce the schwa, just say a. Appear is better than appear because it's not appear at all. Okay? Okay, go on.
The next one is pricey. Pricey is an adjective and means expensive.
Yes, very good.
And the last one is an expression, more power to your elbow, and we can use it in a physical activity.
Yes.
We can use it for physical activity. More power to your elbow.
But it's old. Okay, it's not used, it's not very common in modern English. Bear that in mind. And what does it mean? If you want to translate it into Farsi, what does it mean? Yes, حسن باشید. به اصطلاح. Somehow, yes, حسن باشید. Okay, thank you very much. Now, I cannot say more power to your elbow, but thank you very much for this thorough review. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so from the master of review sessions, we'll go to the founder of review sessions. Right. Okay, so the founder, would you please start reading the title? Can you see it?
Pig mistake.
No. Can you see this part, this article? You can't see it?
Which part?
No. No?
No.
Okay. Okay, how about now? Can you see it? The shooting. No?
یه مقدارش نیست. نیست وسط صفحه رو میبینید. هم یه بار ببندیم باز.
Yes. Wait for it. Okay, how about now?
Nothing.
Nothing? Why? Okay, let's stop this share. Oh, now you can. Oh, I stopped it. I'll do it again.
بله من فکر کنم خیلی وحشتناکه از سوال که
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you see the
yes.
screen? Is everything okay? Can you see
Yes.
it? Okay, so would you please start reading it?
Yeah. The shooting starts.
Yes.
Minor?
Yes.
Minor.
Now, read the name at the top. What is it?
Myanmar.
Myanmar. Myanmar. Yes, very good. Where is this Myanmar? Where is it?
Myanmar is a country in which I heard there has been some, protesters and
Very good.
riots, I think.
Yes, very good. Where did you hear this? Did you watch it on the news?
From IRBC.
I see. Okay. There's another name for this country. Do you know the other name?
Myanmar. No.
Burma. In Farsi, we say Burma, right? Burma.
Oh, yes.
Burma. Okay, so the shooting starts. I think the title is clear. So, do you have any questions about the title? The shooting starts? Okay,
No.
Shirin, how about you?
No.
No, okay. So, please read it.
Singapore.
Singapore. The army's repression of democracy. The army's repression of democracy activists is becoming more violent.
Yes. The army's repression of democracy activists is becoming more violent. What is the verb in this sentence?
Is becoming.
Okay, why is it singular?
Because it is about the repression of democracy.
Very good. So the core is repression. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So the army's repression of democracy activists. How do you say democracy activists in Farsi?
فعال
حوزه democracy, right? فعال حوزه democracy. And what is repression in English?
Repression, I think it's about, for example, to push someone down.
Very good.
Not allow someone or some people to say their opinion freely.
Very good. Excellent. Do you know any equivalents for repress? Other words, excuse me, not equivalents, synonyms for repress in English?
Repression.
Yes, repression is the noun. Repress is the verb.
Yes.
There's another
equivalent
word.
For the. Yes.
Yes, what?
For example, when you suppress someone.
Very good. Suppress. So suppress is another one. We say suppress or repress. Very good. So the army's repression of democracy activists is becoming more violent. Shirin, what is the tense of the verb in this sentence?
Tense.
Yes.
Is becoming.
Yes.
It's present continuous.
Yes. Which application of present continuous?
Is becoming more violent. It's temporary and also future, near future.
No. No.
Bezat,
how about you? Do you know which application this is?
I have forgotten the applications.
Okay, that's okay. It's a new trend. It's a new trend, Shirin. Okay. Okay, so would you please go on reading the first paragraph, the first sentence of the first paragraph?
Yes. gone is the carnival atmosphere that pervaded Yangon, Myanmar's biggest city, during the first weeks of protests against a military coup on February 1st.
The P is not pronounced. Coup. Coup. You said coup? You said coup? I said coup. Yes, the P is not pronounced. So, gone is the carnival atmosphere that pervaded Yangon, Myanmar's biggest city, during the first weeks of protests against a military coup on February 1st. Gone is the carnival atmosphere. What does this mean?
Gone is the carnival atmosphere.
Does it mean that the carnival has started?
It is going to say that the atmosphere of that carnival in that city is something related to gone.
Okay, so what does it mean?
Gone is the carnival atmosphere that pervaded.
This is actually a type of inversion. Okay, you have different examples of inversion in magazine reading package. It is when you, the author, actually, changes the order of words. Instead of having the subject at the beginning of the sentence, they put the verb at the beginning, and then the subject follows. So that's my hint. That's my hint.
The carnival atmosphere. The carnival atmosphere is gone.
So what does it mean when the carnival atmosphere is gone?
It means it has disappeared.
Very good.
There is almost no other carnival, or there isn't that atmosphere anymore in that city.
Excellent. Gone is the carnival atmosphere. How do you say? Yeah, Shirin, did you say something?
Yes. It reminds me in the title of a movie, Gone in the Wind.
Gone, no, that is Gone with the Wind, right? برباد رفته, you mean?
Yes, yes.
Wasn't that Gone with the Wind?
Gone in the Wind?
Gone with the Wind, I think. Okay, I should check, but in my mind it's Gone with the Wind. But how do you say this in Farsi? Gone is the carnival atmosphere. How do you say it in Farsi?
The carnival.
And the carnival atmosphere
Just this part.
is gone.
Gone is the. How do you say this part? Only this part. It's not an expression. It's very easy. No. I don't need anything fancy, you know. تموم شد. You know, when we say in Farsi, تموم شد. دیگه اون زمانها دیگه رفت. چی میگم؟ به هر حال آن سبو بشکست و آن پیمانه ریخت. Okay? So تموم شد. Gone is the, and then you add something. The thing that is gone. Gone is the time when you could, gone is the time when one person could work and they could support a family of 10. Gone is the time when you could go on foreign trips by the salary you get from the company you work for. Gone is the. Can you make a sentence with this?
Gone is the time when I could be awake for long hours in night shifts.
On night shifts. Very good. Very good. Shirin, you? Yes, and Shirin, I just checked. It's gone with the wind, not in the wind. That's Baba drafted. Gone with the wind. Yes. Okay, go on. Shirin?
gone.
gone is the و بعدش اضافه میکنید که چه چیزی رفت تموم شد دیگه ازش خبری نیست.
Gone is the night sleep after I became a mother.
Gone is I see, okay. Okay, that was a good example. So gone is the carnival atmosphere. You know what a carnival is, right?
Yes.
Gone is the carnival atmosphere that pervaded Yangon. What does pervade mean?
Pervade something that occupies everything, almost everything in an environment.
Very good, very good, excellent. Do you have any examples of this with pervade?
For example, the smell of that delicious food pervaded the entire house.
Yes, very good. It's usually said about pervade. Very good.
Yes.
Shirin, how about you? Can you give an example with pervade? No prepositions after it. Just pervade something or some place. For example, we could say it's not only about smell, but it's usually used about a smell. I could say it about crisis too. For example, crisis pervades the country.
Crisis
pervades the country. It means the country is full of it. It's everywhere. So when the smell of that food that Beza talked about pervaded the room, it means that every place in the room you could smell that food. The smell of it was everywhere in the room.
We can use for just for smell or for sense.
Smell. Mostly smell. Make your sentence. Let me see if it's correct.
For example, the hopeless sense pervade in some countries after coronavirus.
Yes, that is good. That is good. Hopelessness. Hopelessness, yes, because you need a noun. Pervaded, what was the tense of your sentence? Say it again, please. Hopelessness.
Hopelessness pervaded in some countries.
No prepositions after that. No prepositions.
Pervaded some countries after coronavirus.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. So, Myanmar's biggest city during the first weeks of protest against a military coup. What's a coup?
Military coup.
Against a military coup. Coup d'etat.
Yes, very good. It's French. Coup d'etat is French, but it's used in English. Yes, coup. Coup on February 1st. Okay, go on.
We had it in Argo.
Yes, we had it in Argo too. Yes, very good. Okay, would you please read the second sentence?
The protesters have exchanged tongue-in-cheek placards for homemade
placards.
Yeah. The protesters have exchanged tongue-in-cheek placards for homemade shields and tiaras.
Yes, tiaras. That's plural of tiara. Yes.
Yes, for hard hats, the better to fend off the increasingly violent security forces.
Okay.
Forces.
Yes, forces. So, the protesters have exchanged tongue-in-cheek placards for homemade shields. We had tongue-in-cheek before. Do you remember the meaning of this word? Yes. And when we had this, I shared a photo of Barack Obama with his tongue in his cheek. And I taught you the meaning of tongue-in-cheek. Do you remember the meaning?
when someone to say something funny.
Yeah, when someone says something funny, they don't mean what they say. We usually have one space in different magazines, newspapers, with a tongue-in-cheek cartoon, okay, where they show something. There's a cartoon, but the line underneath reads tongue-in-cheek. It means that it's a caricature of something. There's a fun point in it.
Yes.
So tongue-in-cheek placards were placards that they used in carnivals. They wanted to be funny. They wanted to have fun. So instead of, it was not like a protest. It was a carnival, and they had the carnivals in order to show that they're happy. So everyone was creative then. They would draw things on placards. There were tongue-in-cheeks, and they would just bring them with them in the carnival and show them around. So what did they do? What does this sentence mean? The protesters have exchanged tongue-in-cheek placards for homemade shields. What does this part mean?
It means they prefer to use something else instead of, homemade shields and tiaras.
Instead of those,
and actually they
no. Focus on the sentence. The protesters have exchanged tongue-in-cheek placards for homemade shields.
Oh, yes. They put tongue-in-cheek placards away.
Very good.
And they started to use homemade shields and tiaras.
No, not
for hard hat.
No, the shields was was correct, but the next part was not. It's actually a longer sentence. The author shortened the sentence.
The protesters have exchanged tongue-in-cheek placards for homemade shields.
And exchange.
Very good. Yes, Shirin, say it. Say it out loud, Shirin.
And have exchanged tiaras for hard hats.
Yes, very good. So what does it mean? Excellent. What does it mean? What's a tiara?
It's the touch.
Yes. So it's what kings and queens, it's a kind of hat maybe, that kings and queens put on their heads. No, that is something else. That is a throne, right? Tiara is for, I think, brides, right? Or also in carnivals, they used to wear tiaras. So instead of tiaras, they wear hard hats. What are hard hats?
Hard hats? Something that protects their head.
Yes.
Like
where do you say it? No, not like that, no. But it's something that you... Yes, very good. Kolaimeni, exactly. Okay, go on, please. Yeah, this part. The better to fend off.
The better
what does fend off mean?
To fend off the increasingly violent security forces. Maybe to they want to against the army.
Okay, what did you say about against? You broke up. I didn't hear it. You said
they want to stand.
Yes, very good.
Against the violent armies. So they decided to use these things.
Yes, very good. Yes, they wanted to defend themselves against them. Yes, the increasingly violent security forces. Yes, go on, please. The next sentence.
I don't get fend off.
Fend off means to protect yourself against someone or something. Okay, it comes, it's just try to memorize it like the word defend. You know the word defend, right? Means difa kardan. So fend off means to defend yourself against something.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Go on, please.
Yes. For most of the past month, the army, notorious for violently crushing past democracy movements, had responded with water cannons, rubber bullets, and tear gas, but nothing worse.
Okay. For most of the past month, the army, and then we have M dash. What is this M dash? What does it say?
It is an extra explanation.
Yes, very good. Extra explanation for what? In here. In here.
For the army.
Yes, very good. So, for most of the past month, the army, notorious for violently crushing. Can you explain this part? Notorious for violently crushing.
Notorious when something or someone is famous for something negative, we can use notorious.
Very good. Can you make a sentence
here
with notorious, a sentence of your own? You can say about, talk about something from your field of study.
Last night, I had an argument with my neighbor who's notorious for, making noise, for example.
Okay, that was good. That was good. Okay. Yeah. Okay, go on.
But that was not right.
It was not right?
It was yes.
No, that was not true.
It was not real.
Don't say that was not right.
True,
that was not true. Yes, yes. I just made it up. Okay, say I just made it up. Yes, that was a good sentence. Very good. Okay, so back to the sentence. For most of the past month, the army, notorious for violently crushing past democracy movements. What does crushing mean in here?
Crush to suppress or to demolish something.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. Crushing past democracy movements. You know movement, right? How do you say movement in Farsi? This movement.
Democracy movement.
No, not harakat. No, there's another word that we use in Farsi for political contexts. It starts with no, but it starts with j. J. In Farsi, j. Jombesh. Jombesh, right? Jombesh democracy ha. Democracy movements. Okay, had responded. Would you please go on?
Yes, had responded with water cannons, rubber bullets, cannons, and tear gas, but nothing worse.
Okay, so here is the verb of the sentence, the main one. Had responded. Why past perfect? Can you explain this?
Because these movements happened in the past.
Okay.
Yes. And the notorious army had responded to these kind of movements by using, tear gases and rubber bullets and stuff like that.
So why past perfect? You have to read the rest. You have to read the rest.
Yes.
Okay, so read the rest and then tell me why.
Now we know that the army is doing something violent.
Very good.
But
excellent.
In the past, yes.
Very good. Did you read the rest of the sentence, or did you know this based on the news that you listened to?
No. I just
guessed too. Very good. That was a very good guess. Excellent. Okay, so it was something of the past, although it was just past month, but it means that something new happened too. Okay, so had responded with water cannons, rubber bullets. What are rubber bullets?
Rubber bullets, it's a kind of bullet. It's not a rubber bullet.
Does it go through the flesh? Does it kill people?
I don't think so.
Yes, okay. It doesn't kill people. It's just in order to stop them. Okay. And tear gas, you know tear gas, right?
Yes.
Okay. Water cannons, do you know water cannons?
Water cannons.
They call it water cannons, but in Farsi we say something else.
Water cannons, it's a kind of, you know, a truck that spray the water very harsh
violently,
to people.
I think it should be violently. Yes, very good. It's called a water cannon. Yes, very good. Or in Farsi we say machine apash, I heard. Okay, maybe commune, yes. Okay, go on please. But as the
but as the demonstration have worn on, the junta has grown more vicious.
Yes. Yes. Very good. So, but I lost the line. But as the demonstration have worn on, okay, Bezat, you don't say anything. Shirin, I want you to say this. What is the verb of this sentence? Not the tense, just the verb. What is the verb?
Worn.
I mean the infinitive. The infinitive form of the verb. مصدرش رو میخوام.
To wear.
Not just that.
Wear on?
Wear on is the verb, yes, wear on. So what does it mean?
Wear on.
Yes.
But the demonstration have wear on.
Worn on. That is the past participle. Worn, yes. But as the demonstrations have worn on, Behzad, what does it mean?
But as the demonstration have worn on, I don't know.
Guess.
The junta has grown more vicious.
Can you guess?
Start?
No, it cannot start because it had started in the past. The demonstrations are not new.
Maybe when the demonstration...
No, doesn't mean شدت گرفتن, no.
The demonstration I got maybe more strict.
No.
And the junta has grown more vicious.
No. It's not about the quality of the demonstration. Wear on doesn't have anything to do with the quality of it. When something wears on, it means that it passes, it goes on slowly. Okay? So, what is meant in here? That the demonstration continued slowly. It didn't stop. What did the army do? They tried to shoot rubber bullets, use water cannons in order to stop people. But the demonstrations did not stop. It wore on, or it has worn on. But because demonstration is plural here, the demonstrations have worn on. Okay, so when something continues, slowly. When time passes, slowly. You can use wear on. Wear on. Okay, did you...
من یه سوالی من بپرسم. من فکر کنم قبلا تو پزشکی داشتیم که مثلا یه داروی خواب‌آوری به یکی میدیم برای اینکه یه کاری انجام بشه، کار تموم میشه ولی بعد از اون یه زمانی طول میکشه که اون دارو ویر آن بشه، درسته؟
اینو من نشنیدم. من ویر آف دارو شنیدم که تاثیرش دیگه از بین میره، ولی ویر آن رو نشنیدم. پس اون یه چیز دیگه است. ویر آف که میشه یعنی که دیگه تاثیرش از بین میره، به معنای تاثیر گذاشتنش نیست. این همونه که شما دارید میگید یا شاید ویر آنی وجود داره توی پزشکی، من ازش خبر ندارم، ولی ویر آف دارو رو
این که آروم آروم اصلا یه دارویی بخواد از بین بره و دیگه
اثرش بخواد
پاک بشه از بدن.
خب اثرش مثلا مسکنی که اثرش از بین میره کم کم دوباره درد برمیگرده رو شنیدم، مثلا your medication is wearing off مثلا این شکلی. حالا بذارید من wear on ببینم برای medication نه هم چیز داریم. گفتید برای اینکه دارو تازه اثر بذاره، درسته؟ مثلا تزریق میشه تا بخواد وارد.
نه تزریق شده، کار انجام شد، حالا طول میکشه تا این از بدن wear off بشه به نظر.
خب پس اون wear off همونی که گفتمه. wear on پزشکی.
بله.
خب اینجا که من چیزی نمیدونم wear off یه خوردم طول میکشه بخوایم حالا سرچش کنیم، ولی اگه پیدا کردید wear on بود یه هم چیزی حتما بگید حالا برای جلسه بعد. Okay, so the medication wears off and the pain is back, for example. Okay, yes. So we're on. Yes? Did you say something?
The effect of the drug wearing off.
Is wearing off.
For example.
Yes, is wearing off. Yes, very good.
Yes.
Okay, but as the... Yes, the junta. What's the junta?
Junta has
demonstration have worn on. The junta has grown more vicious. Junta is a unit
of
in
what?
the army or
very
in the
good.
government.
Excellent. That was very good. Excellent. Yes, but what unit? This word is actually Spanish. It's not English. And you know, in Spanish, usually J, I think, I don't know Spanish, just the words that I heard, that J is pronounced what? Ha, I think.
He?
I don't know, ha or he, junta, something like that. But in English, of course, it's junta, and it's what you said. It's a branch of the army that controls the country after a coup d'etat or after a coup. Okay?
Yes.
There's a Farsi word for it, شورای حکومتی, something like that. Or sometimes they say خونتای نظامی. It's the khe that you said, khe or he, yes. So the junta, I forget the lines. Where was it?
Has grown more vicious.
Yes, has grown more vicious. What does vicious mean?
Vicious means, yeah.
Violent and another equivalent for vicious? Yes, violent is correct, yes.
Peril.
Peril means danger. P-E-R-I-L, you mean? This peril?
Yes.
Yeah, peril means danger, as far as I know. It doesn't mean violent. There's another word that you know, I'm sure you know. It starts with a C. A synonym for vicious. You said violent. Another one is? Starts with a C and then R.
Crucial?
No, not crucial, but you're very much close. It's cruel. The C-R-U. Cruel. Yes, very good. Yes, cruel. Yes, very good. So, would you please read the next line? Soldiers.
Soldiers have begun firing live ammunition into crowds.
Ammunition, yes. Live ammunition. What's live ammunition? I think you can guess this. What does it mean? Yes, ammunition. Ammo. They sometimes shorten it to ammo. Haven't you heard this word before?
Ammo is no. Soldiers have begun firing.
Yes.
Firing what? Ammunition is something like, you know, bullet
Very
or gun.
Good. Very good. Excellent. How do you say that in Farsi?
آتش گشودن.
No. Ammunition.
Ammunition to crowds.
Of course, the word we use is not Farsi, but it's common in Farsi. It starts with mohem, mohemmat.
انبار مهمات.
No, not anbar, no, just mohemmat. But live ammunition. live ammunition versus like blank bullets. You know blank bullets or rubber bullets and blank bullets.
Yes.
Yeah. So these are live. What did you say? Hello?
The other one is mashqi, not real.
Yes, very good.
This one is genuine.
Yes. But I didn't know this. I didn't know that live is the word that they use.
And the real one.
Yes, I came across this here in this article. I knew blank, I knew rubber bullets, but this was interesting to me. Live ammunition. Instead of saying, I don't know, real, they use live ammunition. Okay, go on, please. The last line of this paragraph.
On March 3rd, the bloodiest day so far, at least 38 people were killed, according to the UN official.
Yes, UN official, not official, no, official, show. Okay. Yes, according to a UN official. What is according to? What does it mean?
Based on.
Very good.
Based on that report.
Yes, based on the report of an official from the UN. Can you use according to in a sentence?
According to?
Yes.
According to these data, we can predict the dollar rate for the next month,
Very
for
good.
example.
Excellent. Shirin, you use according to in a sentence.
According to news, according to
the news.
The news of
very good.
The news of the news of وزارت بهداشت Ministry of Health.
Yes.
We lost more than 100 people every day.
No.
We
No.
missed.
No.
We missed.
No, Beza, don't say anything. I want her to correct it.
We miss.
No.
We miss.
No.
We lose.
Okay. You're saying everything. Okay, say the whole sentence again.
Okay. According to the news of the Ministry of Health, every day we miss
No.
or
Don't
lose.
just guess. No, don't guess. You need to be sure about it. So
we lose.
Okay.
We lose.
But why lose? Why lose? I mean, the verb is correct. I'm talking about the tense. Why did you use present simple?
Because it's میتونیم بگیم چون فکته but میتونیم بگیم که we are losing ممکن temporary باشه more than 100 people every day.
It could be. So it depends on your point of view. If you're talking about a routine, that's the routine of the country nowadays. Okay, 100 people die every day, then it's a routine and you used every day, so you use present simple. But if your viewpoint is that it's something temporary, it finishes in the near future maybe, then you can use present continuous. Why not? Or if you want to say that it's a new trend, for example, in the past, we only lost 50 people per day. But nowadays we lose, for example, 100 people. It all depends on your point of view. Yes, that was good. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, guys. I have a class at 4:15. I will change the time of the class for next week so that we can have more time for our class. But we need to finish the class here. And thank you very much. See you on Wednesday. And
thank you.
And I'm waiting for the
result
of that mock test, Shirin.
Yes, yes.
Okay, have a good day to you too. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye, 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 bye.